All right, we're about to walk through some really challenging territory. So think of this as a kind of map, a guide to the unspoken rules of a very complex and, let's be honest, often painful dynamic. We're calling it the narcissist's maze. And this right here, this is the foundation. It's the one rule that pretty much governs all the others. See, the goal isn't a relationship between two separate people. It's a mission to overwrite who you are, to literally make you a copy of them. This drive for absolute control, it's the key to understanding everything that's coming next. You know, maze is the perfect word for it. It is designed to be disorienting. Every single turn, every dead end, it's all there for a reason, to make you question yourself and to keep you feeling trapped. But understanding the rules of the maze, well, that's the first real step to finding your way out. So let's take our first turn into this maze. This first section, it's all about ownership. But not ownership of things. We're talking about the ownership of your life, of your successes. It just lays it out so clearly, doesn't it? It shows exactly how your success is framed in their world. You might get that quick hit of pride, the title itself. But the actual benefits, the connections, the respect, the real privilege that comes with it, oh no, that's not for you. That's for them. Your achievement just becomes their new shiny accessory to show off. Okay, now we're heading deeper into the maze. This is where we get into this psychological game. This is the part where your own view of reality gets put on trial. And wow, this really gets to the heart of gaslighting. The source material couldn't be more direct. Their way of thinking is described as erroneous. It's fundamentally flawed. But 100% of their energy goes into convincing you that their twisted version of reality is the right one, and that your own gut feeling, your own judgment is what's broken. It's a complete, deliberate flip of the truth. And here's something really specific, something you can actually see. The lack of eye contact, it's not just some random quirk. It is a symptom of the entire twisted dynamic. They can't look at you because they're being dishonest. And over time, you can't look at them because you've been conditioned to feel this deep sense of shame. It's like this silent, painful agreement. So you ask questions, right? You try to make sense of it all. You search for some kind of logic. But it's like asking a brick wall for directions. The maze is built to have no satisfying answers, because that constant uncertainty, it keeps you searching, it keeps you hooked. And ultimately, it keeps you under their control. The confusion isn't a bug, it's the entire feature. And that leads us down one of the most painful corridors in this maze, the systematic dismantling of who you are. And I want to be clear, this isn't an accident, it's a deliberate process. I mean, just look at this progression. It's so methodical. First, your value gets chipped away, little by little. Then the attacks get more direct, aimed right at your self-confidence. And it just keeps going, relentlessly, until that very last pillar holding up your sense of self is just shattered. It's a demolition project, and you're at ground zero. So, with your confidence already shaky, you walk right into another trap. This one is really clever, because it's powered by a totally normal human need for approval, but they turn it into an endless, unwinnable game. This phrase right here, emotional begging, is just so incredibly powerful. It perfectly captures that feeling of trying so desperately to do the right thing, to say the right thing, only to be met with this wall of constant dissatisfaction. Their approval, it's a finish line they just keep moving further and further away, forcing you to run until you're completely exhausted. And that brings us to the most dangerous part of the maze. This is all about what happens when you step even an inch off the path they've laid out for you. This timeline is genuinely chilling. The offense can be tiny, a questioning look, the smallest unsupportive comment, but then comes the weight. The source says it can last for months or even years. Their memory for slights is perfect, and their payback is incredibly patient. It might not happen tomorrow, but look at the end of that timeline. It's inevitable. Every little perceived wrong is a debt they will absolutely collect on. So here's the crucial thing to remember. That feeling of being trapped, of being cornered and completely overwhelmed by all these problems that seem to connect, that is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that the maze is working exactly as it was designed. It is meant to feel impossible. And this is the final, most important rule. This is the ultimate warning sign, posted right at the very center of the maze. Trust, the thing that's supposed to be the foundation of any healthy connection, is turned into a weapon. In this world, your vulnerability isn't met with care. It's seen as an opportunity. So we've walked through the rules, we've seen the layout of the maze, the warnings are all there, crystal clear, and that really leaves us with the only question that truly matters. You've seen the warnings. What happens when you stop playing the game?